Hello everyone and thank you very much for tuning in. Welcome to the Pavlov VR Master League. My name's YellowHat and I'll be casting what's sure to be an amazing match today. For our home team, we have the reigning Season 7 champs and currently 3rd place in the North American standings, Team Thinking. For our away team, we have the Season 7 runner-up, a team that's looking to get its revenge against our home team today, currently holding 6th place NA. We have none other than MyWaifuList. These two teams faced off early on in the season and Thinking took that match, but what's going to happen today? Will Thinking keep their win streak against MyWaifuList, or will MyWaifuList emerge victorious and finally get their revenge against Thinking? I hope we're all doing well today, I hope we're all excited for the match, and yeah, give me one sec. Alright, I'm just gonna have to deal with that for right now. Anyways, so we have Thinking versus WaifuList, and I'm currently waiting to hear the picks and bans from them, so while we do that, I'm going to figure out this mic stuff, and then we will get right underway. Alright, anyways, we're back, and we're just gonna have to deal with this for right now. So, we have Museum and Industry coming up as a ban for MyWaifuList, so let's get that set up. For Thinking, we have a Santorini, and we have Stockpile. And then our first map is gonna be Manor. Yeah, I completely hate right ears confirmed. I'm not sure what's going on, folks. I will try to get fixed as we go along here, but in the meantime, we're gonna keep refreshing and wait until map 1 gets underway, and we'll go from there. Anyways, we're gonna get started here, and X already getting the kill on the meaty. And it's looking like YellowHat is gonna go towards B here. Chewy taking out Kiwi, but Jesus getting the trade. Scorch getting tagged up by Jesus there just a little bit. It's a 3-on-4 retake for thinking to try to make happen here. Orca taking out Salty. Scorch going to take out Mr. X and bringing it to a 3-on-2. Orca going to take out Jesus. It's a 1-on-3 for Fancy Cat. And Explosion takes out Fancy Cat, but do they have enough time for the defuse? And they do, and thinking take round 1. And here we go, round 2, the anti-eco. It's looking like we're slowly creeping over towards A. Three of them crouching on the MyWaifuList side. This is going really, really slow right now. And they have some utility to make things work here, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Explosion, not going to spot out Jesus just yet, but they're creeping. Get some shot onto Jesus for right now. Kiwi taking out Orca with the reload spam. Explosion getting Salty, but Jesus getting Explosion. Scorch picking up Mr. X, and it's a 3-on-3. And they managed to grab 2 guns out of that. Jesus gonna take out Scorch. Meaty's gonna take out Kiwi. Chewy takes out Jesus, and it's up to Fancy Cat in a 1-on-2. He's sneaking around. Oh, but is he gonna be able to stop this defuse? And he takes out Meaty, but Chewy gets the trade. All right, there we go. Are we not left ear gang anymore? Are we not left ear gang anymore? Saved. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, that nade. Early nade coming out. Probably think Scorch right there. The cast is saved, the match is saved, and we're looking at our first buy round, but so much damage already on the YellowHat side. More than 100 points of health. Scorch taking out Salty immediately. And Jesus and Fancy Cat going to try to run to the B site here. Chewy just hiding in the statue area. Will Kiwi catch him out? Chewy takes out Kiwi, and it's a 2-on-5 here. Jesus 1 HP and Fancy Cat just a little bit over half, or just below it. And Fancy's gonna get taken out there, only taking out Orca, and it's 2-0, or now gonna be 3-0 for thinking. Oh, is game audio right in here, gang, too? Oh, that's why. Boop. I'm just gonna do that. There we go. We figured it out. I don't know what was going on there, but should have fixed it. Sorry about that, folks. I didn't know what was going on there, but we figured it out. 3-0 for thinking. Here's the scoreboard for right now as the round begins. And they're going to wait out that util because that really screwed them over in the last round on YellowHat. Lots of util coming out on the B. It's looking like they want to try to do a fast B again. Jesus is going to take out Scorch. Explosion gonna take out Salty. Chewy gonna get Kiwi as he goes to plant the bomb. Mr. X with a nice nade on the Chewy. Orca gonna get tagged low, but Meaty's on the flank, and Jesus is gonna hear that. And Jesus takes out Meaty 1, getting the trade for his team. 2-on-2. Orca is low, and it's gonna be really up to Explosion here to lead the charge. Flashbang coming out. Nade coming out onto Mr. X. He's gonna get tagged low. Jesus taking out Orca. And Jesus gonna take out Explosion. Nice play coming out of Jesus, giving WaifuList their first round. Yeah, that didn't save. Fast camera angles because they didn't save for whatever reason. Sorry about that. And boom. And once again, WaifuList gonna go towards B, or looking like they might fake it. Scorch gonna get tagged half there. Mr. X gonna pick up Scorch. Jesus gonna pick up Chewy. And Fancy Cat gonna go for the bomb plant. Whoop. Still wrong. There we go. Jesus gonna pick up Orca there, and Explosion and Meaty 1 to try to do some sort of damage. Mr. X lands one tag on him. Oh, that nade gonna bring him to one shot from an AK there, and Fancy Cat picks him up. Explosion in a 1v5 with just a deagle and a dream. Fancy Cat holding the angle. This really isn't gonna happen for Explosion, and he gets tagged up by Fancy Cat and ultimately taken down 3-2. Jesus leading WaifuList with 9 kills, and on the thinking side we have a pretty even contribution overall, but they're gonna go ahead and buy this round. Not gonna do their typical double save because they have the money to do so. So anyways, here we go. Now we're seeing more of a split coming out WaifuList side. Ooh, that nade coming out from, I believe, Orca. Kiwi and Jesus getting just a little bit of their health loss there. Mr. X trying to challenge in table lane, while the rest of the players are going over towards A. Just trying to get some spam damage, it looks like, through the fences there. Scorch is only getting tagged once, and the rotate to B actually coming out. Mr. X and Meaty having a little bit of a fight in there, and ooh, looks like some friendly nade damage happened. Scorch making his way up table lane, trying to see if he can get any information for his team. But the B execute is about to happen. Can Chewy and Scorch try to stop this? Jesus getting taken out by Scorch. Chewy in the rat corner. Salty and Chewy trade. And it's a 2-on-3 for WaifuList to try to hold here. Orca and Explosion both at full health. Fancy Cats get spotted out there. Explosion taking out Fancy Cat, and it's up to Kiwi. He takes out one, but he's super low. Flashbang coming out, and Orca and Explosion just need to retake this together. And he gets Kiwi, and that's going to be Thinking's 4th round. Just press the last number, man. It's okay. You got all the guns in the world. 4-2. Team avatars are in fact sus. Particularly Salty's. It's too muscular. 4-2, Thinking lead on their CT side, and let's see what happens this time. Looking like the manor push is gonna actually happen this time, and 3 players are gonna push up secret. Don't mind me doing that real quick, because again, the camera angles did not save for whatever reason. Jesus and Fancy Cat gonna sneak up through. Meaty's gonna spot this, potentially. And Orca's on balcony. They're just going right around each other. Is Meaty gonna see this? Oh, this is so tense, actually. Jesus, gonna take out Meaty 1. The 3 of them pop out. And the attention's brought over to B, but Salty taking out Scorch, Explosion taking out Fancy Cat, but Jesus gonna take out Explosion, and they have A-Site scot-free. Orca and Chewy to try to make something happen here. We'll see what happens. It's looking like Chewy and Orca just gonna honestly save here at this point, and that's probably the best decision for them because their money is really not great, especially with Scorch and Explosion not having that much money. But Jesus and Kiwi might not even be able to save their... they're gonna be able to. It's gonna be close. They managed to get away, and YellowHat's gonna take their 3rd round. Jesus really doing work with 11 kills for his team. Can we get a sound check? Is everything good now? Is everything fixed? It's looking like it should be. I don't see chat going crazy, so... Alright. Second to last round of the half. Fancy Cat and Mr. X gonna push through Manor with Salty, Jesus, and Kiwi holding back just a little bit. Looking like they want to poke towards A, but anything can happen, honestly. Salty gonna work his way up towards B, try to get some early information. It looks like we have a fight going on towards the A site. Flashbang coming in from Explosion, lands right on Kiwi. Bomb is over towards A, with Salty lurking over towards B. Mr. X gonna get taken out by Orca. Orca gonna get a double kill against Fancy Cat as well, but he gets dropped to 20 HP there. Jesus gonna take out Explosion, and they have to know that the bomb is over towards the A site. Will Kiwi pick up this flanker? And they trade, and it's up to Jesus and Salty to do something about it. But Jesus, is he gonna hear Chewy here? Jesus gets caught looking the wrong way, and Chewy has the clippers, and Salty's not gonna be able to make it over, and Thinking are gonna take their 5th round. Last round of the half, and the money is still looking good on YellowHat's side, so they'll be able to full buy and do what they need to do. But here we go. It's looking like we're going to have some sort of a B push over here, but it's going to be very slow with Mr. X just lurking in the Manor. Early frag grenade coming out from Chewy there, but not going to connect damage considering that YellowHat waited. Chewy gonna hold the headshot box. Scorch gonna hold the table lane. Mr. X gonna spam through, but not be able to connect any damage just yet. Smoke's coming out. Flash is coming out. Jesus is gonna get the insta headshot onto Chewy, and that's gonna open up the B site for YellowHat. Scorch peeking through statue, trying to get some damage through the smoke. Bomb does go down. It's a 5-on-4 hold here for YellowHat. Meaty and Explosion both working their way through Manor. Oh, good flashbang for Mr. X. He's going to get the tag there too, so he's going to have that information. Potentially information that more than one player is there. And Kiwi's going to get taken out by Meaty, and YellowHat all of a sudden are pinched now. Orca going to take out Meaty 1, but also going to get it. And he got the T-kill on the Meaty. But Salty in a one-on-one, and Orca is going to take out Salty, but is he going to have enough time to defuse the bomb? And he got 3 zeros in a row there that probably could have saved him just a little bit. 6-3 for the end of the first half. And here is the scoreboard at the end of the half. Here we go. Let's have a look at the setup that we got going on here on the CT side for a minute. It's looking like Thinking want to kind of prong towards A here, with 2 players going up secret, but we have 3 WaifuList players over towards the A side. Mr. X just has to hold Garden and try to just get whatever information that he can, or at least watch the mid door. Chewy and Explosion. Gonna be right there, waiting to pounce out. First shots to ground happen, and Mr. X is gonna have at least seen Scorch. Meaty getting the kill into Jesus early. Explosion and Chewy are gonna get caught out, and they know it's an A play here, but Orca and Scorch are gonna be in Garden, and Mr. X is gonna hear this. Mr. X are gonna get the headshot to Orca. Fancy Cat getting the double kill. Mr. X getting the second headshot of the Scorch. Meaty getting tagged up there. He's just over 50 HP with 30 seconds left. It's a 1v3 for Meaty to try to make this to happen. Is he going to catch out Mr. X here? And they trade, as a matter of fact. And WaifuList pick up the pistol round 6-4 with Thinking still in the lead. And here we go. We have the anti-eco coming in from WaifuList. And the full save coming out from Thinking. Thinking have notoriously been pretty good with their Deagle saves, so let's see if they can pull it off this time. Mr. X just gonna push in. Oh, he gets tagged up once, and you could get punished for that if Scorch and Orca push through. Minute 30 left. There's just a frag grenade coming out from Fancy Cat, but no damage gonna be connected just yet. Mr. X unsure of where to look. He hears footsteps kind of all over the place. Scorch and Orca gonna push their way through. Ooh, Scorch picking up the headshot into Mr. X, and Fancy Cat's gonna have to bring his attention over to the flank. Meanwhile, Meaty and Explosion are gonna push in, but Fancy gets Meaty. Chewy has made his way around, but Kiwi picks up Chewy, and Fancy Cat finishes it off with Explosion, and only Mr. X going down on that anti-eco. 6-5, Thinking still in the lead. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. And here we go. It's looking like a sort of half save, half buy coming out from Explosion and Scorch, while the rest of the team is buying rifles. Mr. X is going to spam the door early and try to get some damage. Orca and Scorch just patiently waiting outside of B, trying to make sure that they don't get naded. Meaty, Explosion, and Chewy going to push through table lane. Minute 20 left. Jesus is going to be the first point of response here on the B site. There's a gun to do it. He's got it. But nobody's watching table lane, as a matter of fact, and they're going to be able to clear out mid. But Mr. X is going to get taken out by Chewy, and they lose table lane control, and that's big for Thinking. Salty's going to be able to hear all these footsteps. Explosion going to get tagged by that nade. Salty gets caught looking the wrong way. And it's a 3-on-5, 3-on-4. Now 3-on-3, just like that. Beautiful nade coming in from Kiwi. Kiwi picking up the kill onto Meaty. Flashbang coming down to Orca. Scorch is going to get Jesus, and it's a 1-on-2 for Scorch to make happen here. But Fancy Cat picks him up, and the score is even now, 6-6. And once again, we're going to have a full save coming in from Thinking. This was their map pick, so it'll be interesting to see how these last few rounds kind of go. Whoop. There we go. Meaty going to push through table lane. But it's looking like Jesus and Mr. X are getting a little bit aggressive here. Not sure what they're shooting at. Maybe just kind of spamming through the door or whatnot. Fancy Cat with the early nade, but no damage. Second nade coming in from Kiwi, but again, no damage. Third nade coming in, and I mean, MyWaifuList definitely has a lot of utility here, even for the actual push. It's looking like they're just trying to get initial nade damage, but none connecting so far. About 3 or 4 nades already thrown. Orca and Scorch, though, already pushed their way through Garden. Explosion going to pick out Mr. X, and it's a 3-on-4. Salty needs to make his way over fast in order to be able to help defend the A site here. Scorch is going to be able to pick up a gun. Orca's going to pick up the headshot, though, onto Salty, and they're going to be able to rotate off of that. Fancy Cat might be able to pick up Explosion here. Oh no, Explosion just barely makes it out. Kiwi going to pick up Chewy, but they have to know that it's going to be a B play here. It's a 2-on-3 retake. Both these players have clips. Fancy Cat picks up Explosion, and now it's 2-on-2. Scorch is going to pick up Kiwi, and now Fancy Cat in a 1v2. He's going to sneak his way around. Is he going to spot Scorch here on the left side? Oh no, they're just going to walk right past each other. But Scorch is going to go around. He might have heard the rustling of the clothes. And he's going to shoot him in the back. 7-6 for thinking, and they win their safe round. They punished WaifuList for getting a little bit too aggressive there. But here we go. Save round coming out from WaifuList. Fancy Cat going with the tried and true double barrel. Will it actually kill, or will it shoot hot air? Stay tuned to find out. Smoke grenade coming in from Mr. X. Jesus and Salty trying to get aggressive and work their way through the conference room. Meaty's going to spot him out, and so Jesus is just going to fall back just a little bit. With the rest of the thinking players going over towards A, Scorch and Orca have made their way through Secret. Mr. X hiding around the corner. If he plays this patiently, he's going to get a knife kill. Be patient, my friend. And unfortunately, Mr. X is not able to get the knife kill. Orca going to pick him up just mere milliseconds before he got knifed. Meaty going to pick up Jesus, and it's looking like they might actually try to go B off of that. They don't know where the rest of these players are. 55 seconds left. Fancy Cat peeks a little bit too early and gets punished for it. Kiwi going to pick up the headshot on Meaty, though. He could grab a gun here, but Orca's going to try to push to stop that, and he does and gets Kiwi. And Salty in a 1v4 doesn't really have much of anything. I think he only has a knife. He's working his way silently through the couches. 2 of these players are low, so he could easily pick them up if he finds some sort of a gun or even a pistol on the ground. Will Orca get surprised here? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! He didn't hear that. He actually didn't hear that. Oh my lord. Salty being a ninja, but unfortunately gonna get taken out by Explosion, and thinking bringing it up to 8-6. And here we go. This is going to be the last round that WaifuList are going to be able to make anything happen here with a full buy, unless, you know, they win the round. We have 3 players going over towards the B site. There we go. But the rest of thinking, just going to slowly creep their way towards B. They've already made it through conference room, and so Jesus is going to spot him out here in just a couple seconds if they swing this corner. But Orca's going to pick him up right through the wall. You got to be careful of that. And Salty's going to be the only one to try to defend here on B site. Kiwi going to pick up Orca. And Salty gonna get triple peek, but Scorch is accidentally gonna take out Explosion, and now it's up to Fancy Cat, who is all the way over on the A site. Fancy Cat has to try to grab some guns if his team wants to be able to try to have a chance at winning next round. Unless, you know, they pull some funky save strats, but it's looking like he might just full save here, and that's probably the best choice that he can make right now. 3v1 retake, only a couple flashes, and he does have full health, but, I mean, even then, once one player spots him, then the other two are going to be right on him. But is he going to get spotted here, like, post-round? Meaty and Chewy are 9-6, thinking have the next round. Sorry, I went through that tree. I didn't see it there, obviously. And here's the scoreboard, potentially before the end of the game. And here we go. 9-6. Meaty one gonna throw an early frag towards B, or an early smoke, excuse me. The rest of the team, on thinking though, are gonna head over towards A. So Meaty just kind of making a distraction here. Orca gonna catch out Fancy Cat, and that's the A site completely open. Scorch gonna pick up Mr. X, and this is not looking good for MyWaifuList. The rest of their players are over towards the B site. But do thinking know this? Jesus and Kiwi gonna be on the rotate with Salty pushing through conference room. Minute 10 left. Jesus gonna trade with Scorch, and it's a 2-on-4 for WaifuList to try to win the round here, but fervorously checking corners. Kiwi's not really in a good spot to take this fight. All four players are surrounding him. Takes out Meaty, but Orca's also one shot as well. Kiwi takes out Orca and brings it back to a 2-on-2. Ooh, Chewy gonna take some frag grenade damage, so he knows that one player is on site. Salty has to make his way and do it fast. Chewy's gonna take out Kiwi, and it's gonna be up to Salty in a 1v2. Explosion's gonna spot Salty and get his attention, and Chewy's gonna make his way up, and Salty has to act fast. And Salty's going to take out Explosion, but Chewy's going to take out Salty, and that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen. 10-6 in favor of thinking. And here we have the final scoreboard. Ten to 6. Thinking win their pick. I'm gonna swap back here just a second. Maybe. That's why. There we go. I was like, why is this not working? That was why. Alright, so 10-6 on Manor, and we are eagerly awaiting for map 2 to get started. But in the meantime, just hang tight and we'll be right back with you. That was in fact Thinking's pick, as that was map 1, and Thinking are the home team in this situation. I'm sorry, I'd like to also apologize about all the audio issues we were having in the beginning. I thought I worked all those out, but we fixed it. Everything is good now, so just sit and hang tight, and I'm gonna wait to hear about map 2. It's looking like they're gonna pick pipes. Is it gonna be a pipes pick? I'm looking at Jesus' stream right now, and I think it's gonna be pipes. Just waiting to hear back. But in the meantime, while we wait to hear back, I'd like to just give a quick shout out to all of our sponsors, the VRML. Thank you for all that you do. ProTube VR, VR Cover, B Haptics, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, Arma, VRware, Asterion, Downpour Interactive, Coat Sync, Fixed Gaming. Thank you for all you do for the VR Master League. Anyways, our second map today is going to be pipes. This pick coming out from WaifuList. This is going to be their map pick, and so Thinking are going to get the side pick here. So in the meantime, we're going to keep refreshing, and we'll wait until that map pops up. So those of you that have been in the league for a while, when it comes down to pipes, do we have any predictions in the chat? What are we thinking, chat? I see one thinking there. Do we think Thinking is going to take this map, or do we think that WaifuList are going to take it? Thinking to win? In the meantime, we are going to swap over to... We're going to swap over to gameplay, and we should be just getting started. And because this map is nice to me, it actually saved the camera angles. So, with that said, let's get on with map 2. WaifuList is going to be starting on the T side, and it's looking like they're going to do a pretty fast push towards A. 3 Glocks, a 1911, and a Tech 9. And just as I say that, they've instantly decided to slow down just a little bit. Oop, okay, there we go. I remember which one of my hotkeys were. Jesus going to throw the initial flash. Meaty is not going to be flashed by that. But the second flash coming out. Nade coming out to Kiwi's going to take out Meaty 1 just like that. But Kiwi also going to be tagged pretty heavy. Shadow going to take out Jesus. Mr. X holding the upper angle. Flashbang coming out. And Orca has made it up the ladder. And so should we take out Vista getting the triple kill? And now it's a 1v1 between Kiwi and Orca, just like that. So many deaths just happened. Orca trying to bait. Kiwi knows he can dive. Getting some shots on Orca. And Kiwi takes out Orca and clutches it out for WaifuList, and they win the pistol round, bringing it to 1-0. Vista with a nice 3K, all Tech 9 headshots, and Kiwi to clutch it out. Why bomb sound echo? I'm not sure. Could be a PAP TV thing. Hopefully no weird sound issues have arose between me swapping matches. But anyways, round 2 going to be underway. And we have a pretty even split coming out from Thinking. Meaty gonna push into the little hidey hole on upper, and it's looking like the same sort of A play is gonna come out from WaifuList. Oh my god, Orca with that one-tap deagle onto Jesus. All the way down mid. See ya later, friend. Smoke's coming out. But do they know Meaty is all the way up top? Kiwi and Mr. X gonna be checking the corners here. Meaty gonna announce his position. They know that he's upper now. Are they going to rotate out of this? 55 seconds left. Fancy Cat just kind of lurking around. It's looking like they're potentially trying to beta rotate out of the CTs. Shadow has the UMP. And he gets taken out. Orca's taking out Mr. X, but Kiwi going to take out Shadow, and it's a 2-on-4 for WaifuList here. 30 seconds left. Only a UMP and a fumble. Meaty trying to catch the players rotating. 23 seconds left. But Scorch is going to hear these footsteps. They're trying to bait out the rotate again. Meaty going to try to peek out. 8 seconds left. Chewy going to take out this up. And Chewy getting a headshot onto Kiwi to take off the helmet and thinking win the save round just like that. One to one. Amazing save round coming out from Thinking. I did mention that they're really good at their save rounds, and you just kind of saw it there, folks. So Scorch and Orca are going to push into B connector with Shadow chilling in A. Meaty going to be holding the upper. And it's looking like a fast A play is going to be coming out here. Meaty going to take out Fancy Cat. Going to take out Mr. X. They are going to get the bomb down. Kiwi going to take out Shadow, but it's going to get taken out by Chewy, and it's up to Vista versus 4 Thinking players to try to do something here. Going to take out Meaty 1, but Scorch is going to pre-fire him around the corner, and Thinking are going to take that second round, but they lose 2 players, and WaifuList managed to get the bomb down. Just like that, 2 to 1 with Thinking in the lead. But the eco is good now on the WaifuList side. We'll see now who's going to do what. Full M4s coming out from everybody. Full utility. Look at the utility on both sides. Massive. This could very well come down to that. Minute 40 left. 3 nades coming in. Scorch and Orca both holding in B connector. Jason's gonna get crossfired. Fancy Cat gonna push, but Scorch is gonna take him out. Vista gonna win the fight against Chewy, but Orca's gonna take out Vista. And it's up to Kiwi and Mr. X. Meaty one's gonna get tagged heavy there, but Mr. X also gets tagged. Flashbang coming out. Kiwi's got to be careful. He could be dead to a flashbang. Scorch is gonna get the nade onto Mr. X, and it's Kiwi versus 4 with very low health. Shadow coming up right behind him. Doesn't catch him in time. Kiwi picks up Shadow. Kiwi looking for some extra utility, I believe. Either that or his gun. One of the two. 50 seconds left. Yeah, he was looking for his gun. It's looking like Kiwi's just gonna have to save here at this point. 45 seconds left. 1 shot to literally anything. It's probably not going to be his round. He'll at least be able to successfully save here, but I don't know if his team's economy will be that great. They're each going to get about $2,200 thereabouts. If I'm doing my math right, I think they're on the 2nd round in a row they lost. Or wait. I'm trying to do math here and it's not working out. Anyways, 15 seconds left. Forget about that. Kiwi wins these? Yeah, Kiwi wins these 100%. He won the fact that he needed to save for his team. And he grabbed an extra gun as well. So, probably the best he could have walked out of with that situation. Thinking going to be up 3 to 1. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Vista and Kiwi the only ones with kills on the WaifuList side. And here we go with the next round. Scorch and Orca once again are going to do their push B connector. And it's looking like WaifuList want to take this really slow. They want to see if they can bait out any sort of aggression. Chewy going to be pushed all the way up, and this information is going to potentially get them to rotate over to A. Taking a really long time. Pre-smoke's coming out from thinking. Fancy Cat going to try to shoot somebody in mid, but gets tagged just once. YellowHat playing the real patient game, trying to see if we can get any information. Orca, though, gonna make his way up through B main and could catch these players in the back. Fancy Cat lands a tag onto Scorch. Smoke grenades coming out. Shadow with counter flash. Jesus walking into one because of the smoke. Manages to make it out. Shadow's gonna take out Mr. X. Jesus is gonna take out Orca, and it's him versus 4. He needs the ace clutch here, but unfortunately not able to get it. Thinking you're gonna have their 4th round here. And just an excellent retake, plus the fact that they got so much information there from a couple of the players pushing up means that they were prepared for that A take. And here we go with the 6th round of the match. And it's looking like a fast A play once again, or... Yeah, it's looking like YellowHat are trying to pick up the pace here. They need to check those corners. Jesus manages to get the bomb down. Once again, gets caught walking into a wall. Kiwi pushes out, punishes Shadow. Chewy, though, getting Fancy Cat in the back, and it's a 3-on-4 hold here. So much going on. Meaty's going to try to push and could get Kiwi here. Does it back to Kiwi. Scorch gets Vista. And it's Mr. X versus 4. Denies the clips, but isn't enough. Thinking get their 5th round just like that. MWL are going to be on the loss bonus here, so they have every opportunity to try to turn this around. The best they can hope for is a 4-5 half. It's looking like they're going to try to go for mid control. That nade from Mr. X going to punish him just a little bit, unfortunately. Bounces off the garage door there. Meaty going to get Mr. X as a result and get some nade damage on the Fancy Cat. All that nade, it's right on top of Meaty, and he doesn't realize it. Fancy Cat picking up the nade kill. Excellent trade-off. But Orca's already pushed up all the way B main. And he gets quad peek there. Jesus is going to be the one to pick up the kill. Chewy going to get the double kill on Fancy Cat and Vista. I believe that was bomb too. Kiwi and Jesus have to make it up here. They're kind of stuck in mid at this point with Shadow holding mid, doing his little running around in circles, trying to get some information. 33 seconds left. Jesus picks up Chewy and Scorch, and now it's a 1v1. Jesus has to land the headshots here against Shadow. Either that or... Oh no, he's gonna hear picking up a gun. And Shadow takes out Jesus and wins the 1v1, bringing Thinking to 6-1. And with the money rolling in on Thinking's side, there's now no more opportunities for YellowHat to break this economy. 2 rounds left in the half. Well, maybe Shadow's economy, but that's beside the point. And here we go. It's looking like a B execute is going to happen here. nade, unfortunately not able to connect damage. Mr. X and Scorch gonna trade. Shadow gonna get Vista, but Jesus picks up Shadow. Kiwi gonna pick up Chewy, but Fancy Cat picks up Chewy. A lot of trading going on here. Fancy Cat gonna pick up Orca with the crossfire from Jesus, and now it's a 2-on-1 for WaifuList. Meaty having to get the defuse here, but both these players are tagged up, especially Jesus. He's one shot to an M4. Meaty gonna pick up Fancy Cat, and now it's a 1v1, and he's got the advantage at this point with his full health. Jesus is literally one shot now. Literally dead to a flashbang. Smoke grenade gonna come out, and he could go for the clips here. And he's gonna do that. Jesus is unable to kill Meaty in time, bringing Thinking to 7-1. CT sided map though? Honestly, I don't know, because I don't really play this map, because this map is okay. We'll just leave it at that. 7-1 for Thinking with a dominating CT's half. Nade unfortunately doesn't connect, but Scorch gets taken out early in the process. And Mr. X and Fancy Cat are going to make their way through. All that nade going to tag up Chewy. Shadow getting the nade on the Vista, with Jesus getting the kill on the Shadow. Chewy killing at Mr. X, and Fancy Cat killing Chewy. Jesus going to get taken out by Meaty. And Kiwi gets tagged super there. Orca and Meaty won, both at relatively full health, and it's a 1v2 for Kiwi. Does Kiwi have the bomb? Oh no, he just picks it up, and he could go to A site for free here. Thinking, not realizing that he could have the bomb here. And he's going to get that bomb plant at least, but he needs to win this round to try to get some points onto the board. It's the last round of the half. He does have 2 frag grenades. Orca with the clips. If Kiwi's able to kill Orca here and deny those clips, then the defuse will be much harder for Thinking to pull off here. Kiwi just has to play this very patiently. They have to know that he's going to be holding upper at this point. Smoke coming out. And unfortunately, he gets flashed out there. Oop, might be. He gets flashed out there, and Thinking bring it to 8-1. Might be. Don't click the bottom part on Pav TV if you ever cast on Pav TV. It does that. But Kiwi unfortunately losing the round, and Thinking are up 8-1. Meaty gonna be pushing mid, while the rest of Thinking is gonna go towards the A site. If WaifuList win this pistol round, they could have a chance of comeback, but it's going to be a very long road if they want to try to pull that off. Minute 25. And the A execute is looking like it's going to happen. Flashbang coming out from Shadow. And Mr. X could be peeking a little bit too much. Meaty's going to be looking at it. Oh, Mr. X with a nade onto Shadow. And gets the nade damage on it. Gets the kill onto Scorch. Ooh, it is lagging up a storm here. Fancy Cat getting the kill onto Meaty. And it's a 2-on-3 for Thinking to try to make this happen. Chewy's literally one shot to a 1911. Kiwi gonna get the kill on Orca, and Fancy Cat gonna get the kill on Chewy. WaifuList win the pistol round. Eight to 2. Thinking still very much in the lead, but WaifuList need to play this perfectly if they want to be able to have a chance at winning this match. What are we thinking, chat? What's the scoreline going to be? Four-man Deagle in mid. Scorch going to take out Vista. Will Fancy Cat be able to hit the shotgun shots necessary As soon as that smoke clears, Chewy and Shadow are going to both be able to see him. But Chewy's looking the wrong way. And Fancy Cat gets the headshot onto Chewy. And he's going to be able to make it out of there. And at least get the information that they're mid. Mr. X with the AK. Jesus getting the kill on the Meaty. Nade coming in. Fancy Cat getting the kill on the Scorch. Getting that money with that pump shotty. $600 a kill. Yeah, definitely config issues. 100%. I don't know what's going on. I probably have, it's the million tabs I have open, but that's beside the point. Orca and Shadow working their way back towards mid with 40 seconds left. They have to at least try to get the bomb down, and Shadow does have the flashbang to at least attempt to make that happen. Jeez is going to be watching B main, but goes back to watching mid. Kiwi going to be the only one on B. Now Jeez is coming over. 25 seconds left, and they're doing this as slow as possible. The patented thinking strat of go towards bomb is slow. Jeez is going to hear the footsteps, though. Kiwi going to pick up the headshot on Orca, and Jeez is going to pick up Shadow. And that's the third round for MyWaifuList. Here we go at the scoreboard. Please yell at me if I don't show it enough. I've been trying to do a little bit better with that, but anyways. Now we have... Oh no. We have another anti-eco coming out. They know the thinking double save exists, but Fancy Cat has the 50 cal this time. First time we're seeing a 50 cal come out. This is going to get tagged by that nade, though. 4 players on the thinking side towards mid, with Meaty making his way up to the B site. Jesus, stirring up the Hornet's Nest just a little bit. Taking at least one shot from Desert Eagle there. How many rounds does the 50 have? 1 before you have to reload. You have to reload after every single shot. And not like some people say that, like when it comes to... Oh, Meaty getting Kiwi there. Jesus is going to take out Meaty 1, but gets the trade, and thinking have B site completely free. Fancy Cat going to pick up the shotgun. I think he dropped that 50 back in spawn. Oh no, he has that in his bag. This would be very bad for thinking to get their hands on. Chewy does have a FAMAS here, and Mr. X doesn't have an helmet. And Chewy's going to take out Fancy Cat and Mr. X, and they're going to find that 50 cal and probably give it to Shadow. I would imagine. Yep, there it is. Anyways, 9-3 for thinking, and this could potentially be the last round of this map. And with a B setup, with 4 players over towards B, this could be very bad for YellowHat to try to defend here unless they get some early nade damage. And in fact, their buy isn't looking that great either, as it's kind of all over the place. Couple M4s, a FAMAS, a Desert Eagle, and double barrels coming out of Fancy Cat. Minute 20 left. And thinking are slowly making their way towards B. Mr. X really the only one here with any... Ooh, Shadow's going to take out Mr. X in mid. And that's going to actually bait Jesus off. Meaty going to take out Fancy Cat, though. Jesus is going to return to B site. And Vista all over on the A site. That flashbang not going to tag Jesus and Kiwi, so they don't have that information just yet until Chewy gets killed there. Jesus gets attacked by the shot. Vista getting the kill on the Scorch. Jesus getting the kill on the Orca. Kiwi getting the kill on the Meaty, and it's Shadow V2, and with just a 50 cal, can he do this? If he catches one of these players, oh, Shadow's going to get tagged there. Be careful with this 50. And Jesus gets the kill on the Shadow, and he's going to get that 50 back. And YellowHat get their 4th round. Thinking are going to be on a save once again. Meaty going to try to get some early shots down mid. And it's looking like they're going to favor towards A this time. Kiwi with some double barrels. Well, it's looking like Desert Eagle's in armor, at least for Chewy. He must have had the extra money there. Mr. X is going to spot those players. Oh, Vista's going to get tagged to the side. Mr. X is going to take out Shadow with a headshot. Beautifully placed. Vista's got to be careful with Orca looking at his side. He could get tagged in the side there. 1 minute left. Nade not going to connect. Not even to Meaty there. Just a little bit too far. What will these thinking players do? Are they going to hold out here? It's looking like Scorch and Orca are trying to rotate. Meaty going to take out Vista. Fancy Cat's got to be careful. Throws a second flash. 30 seconds left. And Orca and Scorch are walking over to the B site. This fake might be sold if they're actually going for one. 25 seconds left. Yeah, Scorch has got the bomb. And they could have this plant. Fancy Cat going to take out Meaty. So they're going to get that extra eco at least. Kiwi going to take out Scorch here, just like that. And Orca's going to be on top of the staircase here. Chewy is going to be making his way through B short. Fancy Cat going to take out Orca. And now it's up to Chewy to try to make something happen here. And the clips come out. And Chewy's going to get taken out, but will the extra eco help out Thinking? It very well could. MyWaifuList is going to pick up their 5th round, and the comeback could happen. It could happen, but it's going to be all into this round. Mr. X gonna get tagged half there by Meaty. Oh, but the nade damage back onto Meaty. Mr. X isn't going down without a fight. Minute 20 left, and it's looking like Thinking is gonna favor towards the B site here. But 3 WaifuList players on B site means that this take could be very difficult. Jesus is gonna miss the 50 shot there, and he could get peeked by Shadow here. Jesus with the excellent nade, but Chewy with the team kill onto Orca, and Shadow's gonna make his way through. Kiwi though gonna pick up Shadow, and now it's a 2-on-4 for Thinking to try to make this happen. And Vista's gonna pick up Scorch, and it's up to Meaty to try to make this happen. And WaifuList know where his position is at. Kiwi gonna save that 50 cal. It looks like. Can I get him through the wall? There we go, just like that. Meaty trying to make something happen here. The bomb is down on B, I believe, so it's not like he's going to be able to get the plant or anything. He's just going to have to save here with 20 seconds left. $15 seconds now. And we're all just kind of patiently waiting for the round to end. And we'll see a scoreline of 9-6. Excellent defense coming out from WaifuList, and with the team kill there too, that doesn't really help Orca's eco. Unfortunately, it was an accidental team kill as he must have had a grenade primed, and so we're going to see another save round coming out of Thinking, but Meaty going to be able to actually buy armor here. And the 5-minute, oh, that nade, oh no, this is smoke. If that was a frag grenade, that would have been perfect. Oh man, I was getting so excited. Fancy Cat gonna take out Shadow, but he's gonna get taken out early. Jesus gonna get the 50 shot on the Scorch. Vista gonna get the double kill before going down, and now it's Orca versus 3. And Mr. X is gonna take him out, and just like that, 9-7, WaifuList are bringing it back. Is there still double sound? Man. It did it again. I am so sorry. Somebody should have mentioned that. It always does that, even though when I tell it not to. Anyways. 97. And the smoke grenade gonna be pretty good coming out for Jesus. Nade coming out from Meaty. And it's looking like the A play might be happening here. Shadow gets the kill on the Fancy, and he's going to push through mid. But Jesus takes him out with the 50. Oh, Mr. X gets punished for over peeking there, but gets the information that a few of the thinking players are over towards the A site. Nobody's over on A on YellowHat to try to defend. They could have the site scot-free. The gun sounded so much cooler with double audio. Unfortunate. I don't know why he keeps doing that. I'll have to make sure that third map I don't screw that up for whatever reason. 50 seconds left. Meaty's going to take out Jesus, and that's the 50 cal down. And it's up to Kiwi and Vista to try to make sure that YellowHat stay in this. And Chewy, having cleared out the site, is going to allow Scorch to plant. And Kiwi and Vista are going to be on the run, and Meaty's going to hear these footsteps. And they know this player is in mid, they just have to ignore him. Kiwi going to have the clips. They don't know if the player's mid. Scorch going to take out Vista, and Kiwi in a 1v3 is going to get taken out by Chewy, and that's going to be the game. 10-7 with Thinking taking the second map. Ten to 7 on pipes, and Thinking are gonna have won this match, but we're gonna have to wait and see what the third map will be. So in the meantime, we will get the score set up, and then we will wait to hear what we have for the third map. It's looking like the third map is going to be Stahlbrecher. I'm just going to wait to confirm on that, and then we will get started. Alright, cool. Third map is going to, in fact, be Stahlbrecher, so let's get that set up real quick, folks. And in the meantime, while we wait for the map to pop up, I'd like to once again thank our sponsors of VRML and for all that you do for us. They are ProTube VR, VR Cover, B Haptics, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, Arma, VR Wear, Asterion, Downpour Interactive, Coat Sync, and Fixed Gaming. Thank you for all you do for the VR Master League. Without your support, none of what we see here today would be possible. Folks, we're just going to be waiting for the third map, so what do we think in chat we're going to see for a scoreline? Do we think that Thinking is going to win all three, or do we think that WaifuList will take a map? Still waiting for it to pop up, so it'll just take a couple minutes. They could be potentially swapping out players. And I promise you this time for the third map, we're not going to have any weird audio things, because I'm surprised I did it every single time. I'll just have to make sure I double check that going into the third match. So thank you for putting up with that. I'm sorry if it has caused any weird issues, but needless to say, it should be all good and all smooth sailing from here on. Save up my RAM. Thank you, friend. I apologize again about the audio issues. I don't know why they were popping up, but I think we should have them all fixed. No left ear gang, no double audio. Alright. I think at this point of the night is where all of the Dave servers start to take forever to load, so could be potentially waiting here a little bit. If we're waiting for a couple minutes, then we'll just take a short intermission, then we'll be right back. But for now, we're just going to keep refreshing, and we'll make sure that everything is all good to go. Thank you to all of you that have tuned in. I appreciate you all showing up, and I hope you've been enjoying the match so far. It's been some pretty close games, although definitely on map 2, Thinking was running away with it on their CT side. They just had such a good defense. Alright folks, it's looking like the server is going to take a little time to pick up, so for right now we're just going to take a short intermission, and as soon as it gets up, I will be back with y'all. See you in a bit. And we're back, friends, because the match is up, so I'm going to get that loaded up, and we will get underway with map 3. No double audio this time, friends. Map 3 is going to be underway. And with map 3 underway, it's looking like Thinking are doing some sort of a 3-2 split going towards the B site, with Median Explosion going to be in mid. Early nade damage coming out from Mr. X, bringing them both to one shot. I'm surprised they both survived that, to be completely honest. Fancy Cat and Vista going to be holding towards the ramp and the headshot box. Fancy Cat going to get a flashbang there, and Shadow's going to be able to make their way all the way up towards the cubby. Vista going to take out Shadow with a beautifully placed headshot. Orca, though, going to get the trade onto Vista. Jesus going to get the kill onto Meaty 1 over on the A site as he was lurking. Orca's going to be able to get the bomb plant in. Fancy Cat going to pick up Explosion and Orca. And he's going to be able to have this defuse for free. And Jesus going to pick up Scorch, and WaifuList are going to pick up the first pistol round and the first round of the game. There we go. That's the angle I wanted. Nice little 2K coming out from both Fancy Cat and Jesus and Orca. The only one picking up a kill on that first pistol round. WaifuList are Thinking, not messing around, because they got that bomb plant. They're able to full buy FAMAS and armor, or AK and armor, and WaifuList might not read this. I mean, Fancy Cat has the FAMAS, but actually Vista also has a FAMAS, but Kiwi has the P90, Mr. X and Jesus both also on the SMGs, and this might not be good for them. It's looking like Thinking are going to work towards the B site once again. Minute left on the clock, and the execute could be coming in any second now. Fancy Cat going to spot out Scorching, get a small tag on him. Flashbangs coming out. This is so tense. Everybody's just waiting and throwing util at each other. Nobody really doing anything. Shadow going to get the kill onto Mr. X. Kiwi's gonna get pretty tagged up there. Fancy Cat gonna pick up Explosion, but Shadow gonna get the crossfire. Scorch gonna get Kiwi, Shadow gonna get Vista, and Jesus versus 4 with just a UMP. Don't know if it's gonna happen here. He could get Shadow at least, with how low he is. They're going to have heard those footsteps, and Scorch might actually be the first one that catches Jesus here. And Shadow going to hit Jesus with the old drop shot and manages to get the kill onto him, and Thinking win their force buy round. And we're going to see the full save coming out from WaifuList here. Desert Eagles, Revos, and a couple 1911s. Looking for some knife kills, potentially. Mr. X gonna try to get some early information. They hear that smoke grenade over towards A. Orca gonna pick up Vista. I guess he pushed out, was hoping for a knife kill. And Shadow and Explosion are gonna push actually up back towards B. Meaty's gonna pick up Jesus. And Fancy Cat just going to be lurking around in the corner. Will he get spotted, though? That's the question. Will Thinking check this corner, or will he get a free knife kill? Kiwi going to take a shot at Scorch, but Is it going to hit the Revo shot? Smoke grenade going to come out. Second smoke grenade going to come out, but it actually lands on... It's looking like that might actually be a one-way smoke. Mr. X is going to get the knife on the meaty one, though. And they walk right by Fancy Cat. Is Orca going to spot him out? Oh, Fancy Cat. Fancy. Not like this. Is Orca to get... Orca still hasn't seen him. Oh my god. Oh my lord. He's trying to be a ninja and it almost works. That Alright, anyways. 2-1 for thinking. They're gonna have the lead here, and WaifuList are gonna finally be able to buy. Oh, that early smoke grenade coming out for Meaty. I wonder if he spotted Vista at that point. Second smoke grenade coming out, and it's looking like he's trying to sell the fake over towards B, when in fact the rest of the team is going to go towards A. So much smoke that you can't even really get a good angle. Oh, that nade just going to barely miss Shadow. Did Meaty get tagged by that? Or did he just get hit by an AK? Explosion going to be watching headshot with Jesus watching the radio angle. Smoke grenades coming out into A. Flashbang coming out as well. Multiple smokes coming out. This is looking crazy for WaifuList to try to hold here. And Shadow and Explosion. Mr. X is going to pick up Shadow, as a matter of fact. Orca going to get the double headshot onto Fancy Cat and Jesus, and that's going to give them the site for free. Kiwi going to return with a double kill, though, onto Scorch and Orca, and a third kill onto Explosion. Meaty going to be spotted in mid. He's not going to be able to defuse this. Or he's not going to be able to watch the defuse. Kiwi's just got to go for it. And this is going to pick up Meaty one. Excellent retake coming out, especially from Kiwi. Mr. X picking up that first kill, but Kiwi with the triple there. Now let's have a look at the scoreboard while we're at it. Two to 2, and WaifuList have won the first buy round, but Explosion on the 50, interesting. Definitely an economical investment. We'll see if he can pull anything off with it. Either that, or if he's going to give it to Shadow or something. Massive damage coming out to Fancy Cat. Ooh, the nade coming out from Fancy Cat, though. Beautifully placed onto Scorch. Vista going to be hiding in the corner. Minute 5 left, and it's looking like they want to go towards B, but Meaty's going to be selling the fake on A. Vista going to pick up Explosion there. 50 cal down. But Orca and Shadow still patiently waiting towards B. And Orca's going to pick up Vista, but at the cost of more than half his health. And with Fancy Cat not having a lot of health left, he's not going to be able to hold this initial push. Catches Shadow running in the open. Orca going to pick up Fancy Cat, but Kiwi going to pick up Orca. And now it's Meaty. Oh, that... Did that tag him? I think it did. They have to know he's there. Mr. X. Gonna throw the flashbang, and Meaty's just gonna run back and save some guns. I wonder if he managed to save the 50 cal. No, he didn't, as a matter of fact. Only gonna save one M4, and Orca the only one with a good amount of money, so he'll be able to at least buy a FAMAS for one or potentially two of his teammates if they decide to go that route. 3 to 2 with WaifuList in the lead. And it's looking like they are going to go with the full buy, as Orca had plenty of money and still has plenty of money. And they're going to favor A this time. Jesus is going to try to get some early nade damage. And actually gets a little bit of damage on a meaty. Mr. X going to be pushed up here. And he's going to run into Shadow, but gets the post-mortem nade kill onto Shadow. And that's going to open up the A site a little bit. But Jesus is going to be there with another nade onto Scorch. Jesus got to play this one carefully. I know the rest of the thinking is there. Meaty's going to pick up Jesus. Kiwi going to pick up Meaty. But Kiwi's low. He's got to play this carefully and wait for his teammates. It's looking like they're trying to dip out, but Vista is on drop. He's going to be able to hear every single move. He could pop out right now and potentially get some damage. Either that or he could just wait here and he's... Oh, he could double peek into them, though. This could be dangerous. 40 seconds left. Here's the first one. He knows where the second one is. Orca picks up Vista, but at the cost of half of his health. 30 seconds left. And Orca gonna pick up some util. Try to make things happen here. No, in fact, he's actually gonna go for a save. With 2 M4s and a FAMAS, so as best as he could have done for this round. Grenades go burr? They certainly do. And YellowHat are going to pick up their 4th round. And things are looking different. They are really working the CT side. I mean, I do feel that Stahlbrecher tends to be a CT-sided map, and so we'll see what they do on their T side, but you never know. YellowHat are pretty good at this map, but Thinking are also very good at this map too, so it's anybody's game still. Mr. X still in spawn. Jesus trying to take the fight with Meaty one in mid, but Orca is going to be there. And Shadow going to be clearing out A long. It's looking like they're trying to favor towards A with Meaty going up mid. Early nade coming out, but that bounced off of thin air, it looked like. Not sure what happened. Could just be weird blind shotting. Flashbang coming out. Another nade coming out. Another flashbang coming out. Explosion gonna pick up Jesus. But some nade damage from Mr. X coming out. Extra nade damage coming out on an explosion. Shadow's gonna pick up Mr. X. Vista's gonna pick up Shadow. And now we have the retake, a 3-on-4 retake for Kiwi, Vista, and Fancy Cat to try to pull off here. Vista picks up Meaty. And Orca's still in mid. Nade's not doing any damage, unfortunately. They gotta start working fast here. And Kiwi's gonna try to go for the clips, but gets cut down. Vista gonna pick up Orca. And unfortunately, they're not able to clip all the wires. They only got one there. And so Thinking pick up their 3rd round. And now, YellowHat are forced to save, and so Thinking could probably take up this 4th round. Fancy Cat going with the... Actually, the single double barrel, unless I'm just blind and didn't see the double barrel, or the double barrels. It's looking like Thinking are gonna take this slow. They need to check all their corners here, especially if they think that YellowHat are gonna be on a save. Meaty's gonna pick up Jesus right off the bat, though. Scorch and Vista are gonna be trading some damage. nade's gonna hurt, and actually it's gonna split Vista into half. And Fancy Cat's gonna pick up Explosion, the first double barrel kill that we've seen all 3 matches. Is he gonna pick up a second one? He's waiting for it. He's got the double barrel and the knife. And he does get the kill on the Scorch. Meaty gonna pick up the kill on the Kiwi. Shadow gonna get the nade on the Meaty 1 because team kill. And now it's Mr. X versus 2. Where are they going? Oh, is he grabbing? Oh, he must have been grabbing either an extra gun or the actual bomb itself. And with Orca in the corner and Shadow holding the middle of sight, this is going to be quite tough for Mr. X to try to pull off here. And he's going to pick up that FAMAS, actually. This could be dangerous. And now they know where he is. And Shadow's going to pick up Mr. X. Almost dies to him, but Thinking have now tied it up 4-4. Oh, that nade still tags Explosion, but Shadow's gonna pick up Fancy Cat, and Vista got tagged low as well. Oh, the nade. Unfortunately, Scorch doesn't walk into it for Vista's case. And just like that, it's a 2-on-5. And Shadow holding Graveyard. It's gonna patiently wait for Mr. X to drop. Oh, the grenade just barely missing. Jeez is going to be taken out by Orca, but Mr. X is going to pick up Shadow. And Meaty going to finally pick up the kill on Mr. X. And Thinking have brought it back 5-4. And now we swap sides. Here's the scoreboard for the first half. YellowHat looking like they want to go for a fast B play here, but they're going to run into 3, potentially 4 Thinking players right off the bat. Shadow pushing all the way up. And he's going to get punished for it. Fancy Cat going to get tagged super low. Kiwi going to get the headshot on the Scorch. Kiwi going to get the second kill on the Explosion. Orca gonna get the double kill. They could have planted in the same box, but now the bomb is out in the open. Jesus getting the kill on the Meaty 1. Glocko Burr. Orca to get the 3rd kill on the Kiwi. And the 4th kill. Orca is on par for an ace at this point. And now it's a 1v1. And Jesus gets tagged super low. He's got to play this super safe now. And Orca gets the ace on the pistol round. And just like that, Thinking pulled their 6th round. Here we go. Kiwi bought an M4? That must have been a misbuy. Not sure though. You never know. Mr. X getting tagged up immediately over towards the B site. Jeez is getting the knife on the Meaty. He's got to be a little upset about that. And Kiwi actually did pull line. Potentially a bait into, or potentially a bait into thinking to think that, oh god, that's a mouthful. You know what? Screw it. Kiwi bought a rifle, and it's seeming to work out right now. And Fancy Cat has a FAMAS. Shadow going to pick up Mr. X, but gets tagged up pretty heavily. And Vista and Fancy Cat are walking their way up to the A site. Fancy Cat's going to be all the way. Oh, gets the kill on the Scorch, but Orca going to get the kill on the Vista on that very, very tight angle. Kiwi going to pick up Shadow, and now it's a 2-on-2. 35 seconds left. They need to get the bomb down. Explosion walking his way into radio, and Fancy Cat is way too low to try to take this fight. And Explosion's going to pick up Fancy Cat, and now it's up to Kiwi to try to make things happen with 20 seconds remaining. And Kiwi's going to get tagged super hard, and he sees Explosion. And Explosion's going to pick up Kiwi, and Thinking are going to pick up their 7th round. Here we go. Now that we have the full buy coming out from WaifuList, we'll see what happens. It's looking like a fast A play, or fast B play coming out. Early Smoker Day coming out, and they know where Shadow is at this point. Mr. X, you're gonna get naded by Shadow. Shadow gets the 2nd kill, but Kiwi picks up Shadow with the Revo before getting taken out by Explosion. Now it's up to Jesus and Vista to try to make things happen. Vista gonna pick up Scorch. And the bomb does go down. Meaty's gonna pick up Jesus. And now it's Vista versus 2. And he's one shot. Gets taken out by Orca, and Thinking are gonna pick up their 8th round. Just like that. Here we go, 8-4. WaifuList have the economy to full buy this round. Let's see what they decide to do. Mr. X looking like he's not opting to buy armor. That was a random nade. Anyways. It's looking like the fast B play is going to come out again. Vista going to get tagged by a nade. Shadow going to be landing on his nade, but gets punished for it by Mr. X. Scorch going to pick up Mr. X though, as he got tagged pretty low. Scorch going to take out Jesus, but Kiwi gets the full trade onto him. And now it's a 3-on-3. Do they have the bomb, though? The bomb is on Jesus' body. Meaty going to pick up Vista. Fancy Cat going to pick up Explosion, but doesn't get the kill onto Orca. Kiwi going to pick up Orca. And now, just like that, as the 1v1 was there, Meaty snuck up on Kiwi, took him out, and now Thinking have their 9th round. So many zeros. I'm waiting for the day where somebody gets a bomb code that's all the same numbers. That's that'll be funny. But nevertheless, last round coming out for WaifuList, and they have to win this if they want to stay in the game. Thinking have their 9th round. And it's looking like they're doing some final purchasing of weapons and whatnot in the buy zone, and it's looking like we got 2 players on WaifuList side going over towards the B site, while everybody else is going over towards A. Meaty all the way pushed up. Oh, they have to have heard those footsteps, right? Meaty's all the way pushed up. In fact, is he going to sneak up on these players? No, he's going to push all the way through T-spawn. Explosion's going to take out Mr. X, but Kiwi takes out Explosion. Progging some sort of response over to the B site, but Kiwi's got to be careful. If he makes too many footsteps, the player in Rust is going to hear them. Jesus is going to be peeked out. Jesus is going to take out Orca, and that's going to be the A site for them. Meaty's going to take out Kiwi. And is going to get the bomb down. 3-on-3 retake with Fancy Cat in the cubby. Jesus all the way over towards A long, and Vista going to be over towards drop. He's got to be careful, though. Meaty is at the top of drop. Smoker ain't going to come out. Fancy Cat spots out Shadow, and they're going to exchange some gunfire. And Scorch is going to take it. Oh no, Fancy Cat takes out Scorch because Shadow shot him in the back. Vista going to take out Meaty, and Jesus takes out Shadow just like that. And YellowHat have their 5th round. Shadow with the accidental friendly fire that unfortunately screwed over Scorch as he tried to peek the player in cubby. Here we go. Once again, the A play coming out with Meaty pushed up into the close cubby. And they're on a full save, as a matter of fact. And Jesus got to, oh no. And he gets punished for not checking his corner there. At least gets Orca. Shadow's going to get the headshot onto Fancy Cat. And Explosion gets the kill onto Vista. And this is looking tense for... Meaty's going to pick up Kiwi. Mr. X, though, with the beautiful nade onto Scorch and Explosion. And now it's a one-on-one situation. But Meaty takes out Mr. X just like that. And that's going to be the game. Thinking win it off of a save round. And just like that, that's going to be the game. Thinking win all 3 maps. Let's have a look at the final scoreboard. GG's to both of the teams. They both had very valiant efforts, nevertheless. But Thinking emerged victorious and keep their win streak going against MyWaifuList. Let's just make sure we got the scores and everything. So Thinking win that 10-5. And so Thinking are going to have won the match overall 30-18. Very valiant effort by YellowHat, but unfortunately it was not enough to beat Thinking. Folks, I want to thank you very much for coming out and watching the cast today. I'm sorry we had some technical difficulties, but we worked them out here and there. And so, thank you for sticking with it. Be sure to check out all of VRML's sponsors. You can see them on VRML's website, and I will go through them once again. Pro2VR, VR Cover, B Haptics, HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Cyber Shoes, Arma, VRware, Asterion, Downpour, CodeSync, and Fixed Gaming. Thank you so much for all that you do for the VRML. Folks, thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope to see you in the next cast. Be sure to check out the VRML website for the match updates, which will come out tomorrow.